got a new unboxing and review coming up. I'll do the unboxing first, then I'll watch the film, and then I'll get to the review. So it's a Vinegar Syndrome title. It's a new release. I picked up this one, Witch Story. Never heard of it before apart from this release. Completely new to me. Lovely set. Ordered it from a UK seller, brand new, who do Vinegar Syndrome releases. And guess what? I ordered it yesterday evening. It said it was posted. I wonder how they managed that. And it arrived this morning. So ordered yesterday evening from a seller on eBay, brand new, and arrived this morning. Anyway, there's a look at it. Witch Story. So it comes with this nice hard outer case. There's the back. Obviously it's some sort of witchcraft tale. I had a little look on the Vinegar Syndrome website, but I don't know much about it. And it's a slip box with a slip cover. And you get that lovely slip cover there. Looks like a fun sort of like witchcraft movie from what I've seen from the pictures. Obviously, like I say, don't know much about the narrative apart from these. I think it's about some girls going to a town where witches have been tortured and things like that and murdered basically in the past, and the townsfolk are obviously obsessed with the idea of witches, you know, that sort of thing. There's a look at the front of the slip. There's the side. There's the back. The artwork's fantastic. I mean, look at that. Amazing. So we'll do an unboxing like this. Same cover as the outer shell on the Amore sleeve. Witchcraft. I'll just crack this one open. Yeah, really looking forward to it. I've not had a new Vinegar Syndrome title for a while, and I am going to take part in their halfway to Black Friday sale if I can. All being well with the finances, I'll get a couple of bits. But I just fancied this one, and I saw it at quite a good price. And with it being a new release and an intriguing one, I thought I'd jump on it. Just bear with me, guys, because this is a hard one to get into. I think I'm about there. I normally do POV unboxings, but I thought I'd do it like this today. Change it up a little bit. There you go. Witch Story. There's the back. Some information. So it's a 1989 movie. 97 minutes. This is a 4K, so it's all regions A, B and C. HDR. DTS HD Master Audio. Yeah. Packed full of special features, as you can see there on the bottom half. Looking forward to this one. It says on the back, following the tragic death of their parents, a sister and brother take a group of friends to rural Florida to stay at a rickety old house which they have recently inherited. Little do the youngsters realise that some decades before, a woman suspected of being a witch was burnt at the stake on the property by the zealous townsfolk. And there's some more about that. Kind of looks like it might be a little bit like the film Superstition. I do have Superstition, I have the Scream Factory release. That's a really good witchcraft film about a witch that was torched and drowned or what have you, like murdered by townsfolk years ago, like probably 17th, 18th century, and then she comes back as like this demonic witch and starts haunting the people who go into the house. That's a really good film. Anyway, let's have a look at the disc. So it's 2 disc. I'll just flip round to that. Hold on. I'll just, if I can. That might be easier. There we go. Got your 4K, got your Blu-ray. See that? And it does have reversible artwork, which will be the artwork that's on one of the slips. So it has that as the reversible art. That's the same as the outer shell. Just going to pop that back, and then I'll get to watching it, and I'll give you guys a review, because it's a new release, well, fairly new release from Vinegar Syndrome. So I thought, yeah, I'll grab it. Didn't get it as a sale price. I paid full price for it, but I wanted it. I'm quite a big fan of witchcraft movies. There's so many good ones. Like I mentioned, Superstition and what's others a good witch? You know, even like Rob Zombie's The Lords of Salem, and trying to think of good witch movies. Suspiria, Blair Witch Project. There's loads, but this is more of like a lower key kind of film. You know, it's a bit more obscure, I think. I've never heard of it before, Witch Story, but I'm really looking forward to it. there you go, there's a look at it. So I'll get to reviewing that. So it's a slip box with a slip cover. That's crazy. Vinegar Syndrome do a few releases like this, so it's really good. There's a look. I'm going to go and get to watching this, and I'll give you a review, so stand by. Just got finished watching Witch Story from Vinegar Syndrome, the new 4K. I'll give you a few thoughts on it. So as a film and narratively, it's nothing you probably won't have seen before if you're like familiar with the genre, but you know, for what it is, for like a kind of standard witchcraft movie with a lot of dream sequences and things being shown on screen that are ambiguous as to whether are they real or are they not. You know what the characters are seeing, like seeing visions of different people that aren't actually there, you know, like spirits and ghosts and things. It's pretty good, but it's that kind of running thing. You know, if you've seen some of these 80s kind of witchcraft like films, you know, you get a lot of parts where it's kind of dream sequences and things that aren't actually there, but they're appearing to be there, and then you find out they're not. So it's kind of standard fare. Good film, like I thought, like pretty good for like a genre fan. But overall, you know, it even comes equipped with a fake out at the end. Like you think something's occurred, but yeah, it turns, so spoiler alerts, something at the end occurs, and then it turns out to be a dream, like, you know, that typical kind of thing. You've seen that all before. But as a film, quite fun. Like, I'd say it's a good watch. A lot of stuff going on. You know, the characters move about a fair bit. Tells the story of a witch, like I was talking about earlier when I was unboxing, you know, who got the townspeople killed her. Years later, a group of young people go to the town in Florida. They come across her. The witch had a younger girl whose soul's now under the influence of the witch. The witch is using her powers and magic from beyond the grave to murder people and kill them and cause all kinds of carnage. So there's stuff like that going on. You've got the new characters and things like that. The performance from the priest was good. The guy who played like the priest, who was the witch's love interest at the beginning of the film, he tries to save her from being killed by the townspeople. That didn't work. He's in it later on as an old man, and he's really kind of like kooky and quite creepy, bit of a spooky guy. There's some good scenes involving him. One scene in particular is really funny, where there's a bit of a showdown of words between the priest as an old man and the witch, and they're both like sort of, he's reciting you know, like biblical passages and things like that, and she's hailing Satan, and they're both saying it at the same time, and the spirit of the little girl just screams at the same time. So you've got those two bickering with each other back and forth, the priest and the witch, and then the little girl's in the middle of it just screaming like, ah! Found that quite amusing. Very funny scene. It didn't go on too long as well. They didn't exhaust it to the point that it become grating. But yeah, narratively, nothing you've not seen before, probably. Quite fun. I thought the film was well made. I thought it'd be a bit more, you know, incompetent as a film. I didn't think, I mean, I knew it'd probably be fun, but I didn't think it'd be as competent as a film as it is, like, you know, with the how it's made, and the effects look pretty good. The blood looks quite realistic. The violence is there. The acting's not bad at all. The acting's fairly good. It's up to scratch. Nothing out of this world, but it's good acting. I thought solid acting. Well made for a lower budget one. Not sure what the budget is. I assume it's a bit of a lower budget one. I thought it'd be less of a competent film. I thought it'd be a bit more, you know, not made as well as it actually is. But yeah, that's Witch Story anyway. As far as the transfer goes, the transfer's good. Typical like good transfer from Vinegar Syndrome. With the night scenes and the darker scenes, it's quite grain heavy, so there's a lot of film grain when it's dark. You can really notice the film grain. It doesn't take away from the film at all. It actually looks pretty good. It's quite authentic. Day scenes look really clear, quite crisp. Like I say, night scenes, dark scenes, bit of film grain, but that does add to the you know, the natural sort of look of the film, so it's not always a bad thing. But yeah, the daylight scenes were really crisp and clear. So pretty good watch overall. Yeah, a little bit samey, seen this type of thing before. I was talking about other witch films earlier, like Superstition, which is an 80s one. That's really good. I'd say that's better than this film. I'd say that's done a little bit better, but some, you know, some good performances in this, especially from like the main antagonists and the witch, and the main protagonist as well, really good. And the priest is really wacky and quite kooky. He was a lot of fun to watch, the old priest. Yeah, pretty damn good. As a Vinegar Syndrome title, I would recommend this. Perhaps like as a sale pickup, you know, if they put it down a little bit in the sales, it's definitely worth a pickup. But it's a lovely release. Like I said, you know, I've shown it earlier with that hard outer shell, and then you've got a slip cover on top of the black Mamre case, but really nice artwork as well. Looks fantastic. Yeah, so there's my thoughts on Witch Story, unboxing and thoughts. All right then, I'm gonna go and watch some more movies, I guess. Okay, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next one then. So see you later, bye.